Good morning. Once again, I'm going to really start pumping out videos. I know I know it's probably pretty annoying when I type a lot. I try to capture. It's exciting. What's happening in my life right now? How can I liken this to anything to understand? God's waited so long for me to be in the place that I'm in right now. It's like he's standing in front of me with a fire hose, and I'm trying to capture the water. That's what's happening. So every time he gives me something, which obviously, look around, I mean, this is my life right now. I'm trying to recover from COVID pneumonia and learn how to live without oxygen. And it's in its early stages, so I have a lot of time by myself. That's all predestined. I have a lot of time with God, is what I have. And it's been beautiful. It's been humbling. And it's been right. This is all God's master plan. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to try to start pumping out a little bit more video footage as opposed to me blasting things on Facebook and, just bogging down everybody's timelines, because I know it gets annoying, but at the same time, look, God gives me something, he gives me a word, it's coming out. That's the only reason I'm here any longer right now, is to learn from him, not just for myself, but to be able to convey to you things that he's asked me to do. So with that said, another key point and key thing that I believe is truly become a hindrance for people, and this really means this is everybody. We have to understand something. Social media in general, is the devil. Sure, it can be used. I'm using social media right now to bring you a word. Sure, it can be used for the goodness of God. Sure, it's an avenue and it's a way for us to gather information. I couldn't live without the internet because, back in the old days, I remember my dad sitting at the table with 15 different concordances and 3 versions of the Bible, and figuring it all out himself. That was his Google. Well, I have Google now. I have things like Enduring Word, which, by the way, look it up. It's an amazing tool to read the Bible. Enduring Word. Remember that. We have all that. It's a beautiful thing that we have all that, and we should. But there is a very fine line. I'm going to give you an example. TikTok. When I first saw TikTok, and anyone that's been around me for the last several months or year of my life, I like to be funny. I'm a funny dude. I'm a dork. When I found TikTok, I found an avenue for me to be an idiot, and I thought it was pretty funny. But TikTok explains what I'm trying to tell you. Slow down, don't be offended, and listen to this. TikTok and its algorithms are built to suck your butt in. They just are. TikTok will categorize you extremely quickly. It knows A, by the content that you are putting out, and B, by the content that you are watching, what it C needs to feed you. The problem is the feeding. A lot of what's coming out of that, although it may look like a zebra, follow me, it ain't a zebra. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to slow it down and back it up, and then I want you to, for real, try to get what I'm saying to you. When you see something on TikTok, news, events, things, about anything, and we're not talking about just vaccinations, I'm talking about everything news-wise. It may come to you and it may look like a zebra, but it ain't a zebra. That's the dangers of TikTok. That's the dangers of social media. Because not only do you think it looks like a zebra, keep following me. Not only do you think it looks like a zebra, you believe that it's a zebra. And then once you believe it's a zebra, you begin to form your life and your beliefs around that zebra. Back to the original problem, guess what? Ain't a zebra. And your thought process was wrong. I want to challenge you to this, because a lot of people say, I'm smart enough to know when something's right or wrong or indifferent. Chad, who are you to tell me I don't know when things... I'm here to tell you because I'm not. We're human. And I can tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, that the enemy is using not just social media, but TikTok in specifically, to not just create inaccurate things in you, but to create division within you, to create division within the church. He's creating division within your family. He's creating division within your marriage, and he is utilizing TikTok to do it. And it's not just TikTok. I'm using an example, and it happens to be just because I believe personally that TikTok is a major contributor and a major tool of the enemy. I loved TikTok. TikTok is stinking hilarious. There are some things on TikTok which, if we could just get out of the algorithm demonic portion of TikTok, if it was just watching funny videos, I mean, dude, I'm all in. It's funny, and I love to be funny. And when it comes like the comparison videos and things like that, it's funny. So you got to understand that's how the enemy entices you. I'm not telling you to get off TikTok. I'm not telling you do your own thing. I'm just telling you what God has given to me. So you take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. I'm just talking to you. So don't get offended. Go be on TikTok. Live on TikTok. Just don't ever say I didn't say anything. But there's always going to be that enticement. There's always going to be that attractiveness. And there's always going to be something to where you can make up a compromise. Keyword, the devil needs compromise. There's one key ingredient to making bread. If you don't have it, your bread won't rise. What is it? Yeast. The devil's yeast is compromise. There's a word for you, and that just made me want to jump off this stinking couch just now. The devil's yeast is compromise. He don't care that you want to be on TikTok. He don't care. Matter of fact, he loves the good things about TikTok. He creates the good things about TikTok. He creates the good things about the internet. He don't care about that. He don't care if it's 98% of it. He cares about your 2% of yeast. He cares about that 2% of compromise, because he needs that compromise. He needs the compromise in your life to keep alive in you, just enough in you to where he can render you useless. I'm going to end up preaching for hours here if I don't stop, but just listen to a simple truth. You need to be wary, and you need to understand. Give yourself, do this. Give yourself 5 days. Take 5 days off of social media. I'm not saying don't do your Facebook posts or whatever. Just do things different. Even if it's not a full, sacrifice of social media. That's fine. Just do 5 days of something different. Don't watch TikTok. Just turn it off. Just turn it off. Don't go to headline news. Turn it off. Don't go to wherever you go. Set your settings, disable your settings to get news updates. I did this. Just stay off and use those 5 days to be in the Word, for one, to be in prayer, actually, for one, to be in Word, for two, and see what happens at the end of those 5 days. And report it back. Tell us. Tell me. I want to know how you feel. I want to know if there's less stress in your life. I want to know how closer to God you got. And I want to know the things that happen in those 5 days. Consider it a fast. And I'm not even asking you to fast everything. I'm just saying some. Just for 5 days. Do things differently for 5 days. And come back and tell us how things are. Because I want you to see the dramatic difference. I want you to see the things, the emotions, the compromise that it creates in you, that the enemy is able to exploit and able to keep you right underneath his thumb, which is where he needs you. He don't care that you're a believer. He doesn't care you believe in Christ. He cares about your actions. He cares about you being a follower of Christ. He cares about you being a danger to him. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're sitting back and you're not doing anything for Christ except for loving him and believing in him, you're not doing anything for the kingdom. And the devil ain't worried about you. I love y'all. I'm going to try to keep pumping these videos out. I want to try to shorten them. Don't know how, but I'll try. So here's another one. I love you, and we'll talk soon.